Why do I always start this laughing? Welcome to the Shut Up and Ride podcast. That sounded quite desperate, didn't it? Podcast.
She's sounding slightly emotional. She's
Yeah.
slightly emotional because it's just the two of us.
It is just the two of us. We just got off the phone to Benjamin, who is with a poorly Wild. So we have to start by sending all the love to him and George and Baby Wild, and hope he gets better soon. I am joined by Simon, whose hair is looking quite scary today. Anyone watching us on YouTube will be able to see it. It's quite upright today.
It's very
Simon.
upright. I went teaching in Ireland last week, and the people that I stay with, Martin, who I stay with, he is a hairdresser, and he cut my hair, but he did like the sides and the back, and he left quite a lot of length on the top. And I came back, and James was like, "You look like Sideshow Bob."
I thought you said such a Bob. Then I was like, "What's such a
No,
Bob?"
Sideshow Bob. You know, from the Simpsons.
Oh wow, yeah. So, by the way, you can watch this on YouTube, guys. This does get uploaded to YouTube. So, if you want to see Simon's fabulous hair, go to YouTube. Yes,
it's quite big.
It is quite big, like other things in your life. Everything
absolutely, exactly, just like other things in my life. Anyway, how are you?
I'm right. I gotta say, we're obviously partnered by Charles Owen on this podcast, not hairdressers. But that's one of the reasons you like their hat, because they keep your hair fabulous.
They keep my hair fabulous, and they've actually just started doing a new thing about for people of colour with big hair.
Yes, make sure the hat fits. Yes.
Yeah, which is amazing. I think it's brilliant. I saw that the other day. I think good on them. That's excellent. They do stuff like that. It's really cool. It just makes everything so much more inclusive.
It just makes sense, doesn't it? Really, it makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
It does. But yes, no, I am good. I went skiing yesterday for.
Did you? You lucky thing.
The snow. So Simon, I treated myself. So I've learned to ski off Instagram videos. I've had one lesson since I've lived in Whistler.
Oh, did you have a lesson?
No, I didn't, but I need one. So what is it? It's just like horse riding. It's not like horse riding. I feel like I can ski green runs now as long as it's a nice one and negotiate anything else. But I went out, and what is it? If I was going to spend some money on a horse, I wouldn't blink. I'd be like, my horse needs that. I need to buy it. Why is it? If I want to spend money on me, like the one thing I don't like in the skiing is had really old boots that I'd just bought off Marketplace, and my feet were so uncomfortable. Like I cannot tell you. And I was like, they're not tight enough. They are tight enough. But I can't. My heel was lifting up, so I was like, if I'm going to enjoy this, I'm going to buy myself.
You definitely don't want that happening.
No, so I treated myself to a pair of boots, and I thought this might make me better at skiing. It did not.
Turns out not.
No.
Oh no, that's really annoying.
I enjoyed it more because my feet didn't hurt, but I think I'd basically taught myself to ski in terrible boots. So I put these on. I was like, my knees are I can feel my shins and my heels. So I'm now in the correct position, but it's like it's like I have to relearn to ski. I think I've basically taught myself to ski in really substandard kit.
In really bad boots, and now you're having to actually kind of get used to being in nice gear.
Exactly. And it was like having never ridden before, having to go around badminton in a light seat. My legs were on fire.
Oh, really?
I applaud you, Simon Grieve. You must have thighs of fucking steel. And to all the clients I've made who are not cross-country fit, go in a light seat for hours on end in a lesson of mine, I apologise. The burn. So I must have just been in more of an upright position this whole time, and these boots are amazing. Like I was like, I want to go like touring, so I want to be able to like hike up a mountain and then ski back down it. Only on like roads and stuff. I don't want to do anything scary.
I was going to say, you got to be so careful, especially as things have been recently. Oh my goodness, like the amount of accidents in the Alps in the last
avalanches
few weeks,
and stuff.
It's just been unbelievable.
Oh, we're quite lucky here because it's quite like there's lots of like what they call forest service roads because there's so much snow they just get covered. So you basically just hike up what would normally be like a gravel path and then you can ski back down it. And I'm not that adventurous. But I kind of wanted to do that. So I got these new boots. So I have tomorrow, because we get a big discount where we live. I've booked in for a day lesson, but it's just really frustrating because I am competitive. I sound like such a knob, and I'm quite good at learning stuff. I like being taught. So when
Well,
you
I
end,
mean, you've done very well learning of like off the back of like YouTube videos and stuff.
yes, because
That's
I
pretty
have done a,
impressive.
thank you. But the problem is, if I have a lesson, there was like beginner, intermediate, advanced. Now, I'm not a beginner because I can now do blue runs and I've done a
Hmm.
black run, but intermediate was like comfortable on blue slopes. I would not say, I think comfortable is a very strong word. I wouldn't say I was comfortable on blues. So I was like, I've put myself down as a beginner. And
Yeah, yeah, but it's only for one session, isn't it? Or like one
yeah,
day.
one day.
Like, and I mean, they're used to that kind of stuff, aren't they? And those instructors are amazing, and they have to be so well qualified to be able to instruct. Like,
Oh, I
you'll
don't
get
know.
somebody good.
When I drop my kids off to ski school, I have a good sniff. I'm like, big night last night, lads. Yep, you're not having my child. And you, because in Whistler you can tell where they're from. It says their name and where they're from on their name badge, and it's
Yeah,
always the fucking Aussies or the Brits, the stinkerboos.
but to become a ski instructor, you have to jump through a lot of hoops, don't you?
I don't know if they have to
Yeah,
do it
no,
on
you do.
skis. That's even more impressive. They do
You're
jump
sorry.
through. If they have to jump through hoops on skis, that would be even more impressive. I'd
Yeah,
like
that
to
would be more
see that.
impressive. Have you got
Um,
your Have you got your own skis?
Yes, so that's what the other thing I upgraded this year, because they have something called the turkey sale. Why it's called a turkey sale, I don't know. So between the two seasons, the mountain biking and the skiing, they have like everything is half price. It's the shoulder season as well, it's called. And it's really cheap. So I got some ex rentals, but they're beautiful and like barely been used. For like everyone who's seen my skis have gone, how the fuck did you afford those? I'm like, I got them as ex rentals and they're nearly perfect. And then that made me better. Those did make me better than my old shitty skis. So then I was like, right, if I buy the boots, I'm going to be brilliant. No, that did not happen.
Oh, no, that's so disappointing.
I know, but I was more comfortable. So now I feel like if I get a lesson, I'll know what I'm doing, because I genuinely ski holding the poles going, I have no idea what these are for. I may as well not be holding poles. Genuinely have no idea what they are for.
Well,
Um,
that's why when you first start learning to ski, like more often than not, they you go without poles.
yes. So I feel now I'm at that point where I need
You
to
now
learn.
need to know how to use your poles and what
Yes,
for.
I can parallel turn now.
Well, yeah,
I've
so you
taught
need them
myself
for
that.
that.
Yes, but I'm literally like it's like being in British show jumping now and carrying a crop. Absolutely of 0 point or use.
Mm.
Um, yes, we need to talk about blood ruling. Anyway, but you're a very good skier. I've seen videos of you. I have to say, Simon, I think you're at your sexiest going clear around Burley or on a slope.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, no, I love skiing. I love it as much, if not more, than riding horses. To be honest, yeah, I was such a privileged kid. We used to go skiing all the time. Mum and her husband, they bought a chalet in France. So we used to be able to go there, and I never went because I was always like, I'm too busy riding, and I really regret that now, because I wish I'd gone more. But yeah, it's fab, and I don't get to go very often. I haven't been this season. I don't think I'm going to get to go this season, which is really annoying. But like if I do it, I do it in a real like quick fire. I'll um, fly out early in the morning, and then I pick resorts where I can be skiing by like half 10, 11, and then I'll ski for the rest of the day, and then I'll ski and they'll stay over one night, they'll ski the next day, and then I'll fly home. So, like, they're quite quick fire, visits, but I just love it. It's
Do
just
you
I
rent
love the
or do
mountains
you
in general.
take your own stuff?
So when I do it like that, I hire stuff when I'm there.
Ah,
So, like, and also I'll just take a little rucksack with, like, the bare minimum stuff, like some clean pants and socks, and, I'll like wear my jackets and things. And so I don't need to take luggage, so I can literally just jump on the plane, jump off the plane, jump in the hired car, drive to the slopes, and then we're kind of there. And it's always better to have a hired car, I think, because then you can jump out and normally I'll have like wherever I'm staying, I'll have the skis and the boots ready so that I can just take them and go. And then when I get back, then you ski back in, dump your boots and skis, jump in the car and drive to the airport. So it's quite efficient, but
wow.
I really enjoy it. It's really fun.
Formulaic. Well, you do like a mountain. You have climbed Le Mont Blanc.
Le Mont Blanc, Mont Blanc, and the Grand Paradiso. Yeah, I was looking actually yesterday, the Zugspitze, which is like the highest mountain in Germany. I was looking at that. I really want to do that. But you could come too, Jenny, because either you could climb with me or you could go up the cable car. Because
I think I quite like the climb. Like even
it's
yesterday when I was skiing down and I saw someone touring and coming up, I was like, I think I'd rather be going up. I
yeah,
think that's my thing.
there's a real like sense of achievement doing stuff like that. But
Yes.
I saw this video and it's somebody getting to the top of I think it's Zugspitze, I think you pronounce it. And like and they're literally just coming up to the very top and there's like a great big kind of pole at the top
Is it
and
bigger than Mont Blanc?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
nothing like. And they get to the top, and they're like, "Oh, well done, mate!" Woo, or whatever they're doing. And then in the comments, and then there's these other two people there, and they're kind of like just walking back, and they're in the comments it all says, "Why were the people that were at the top only in trainers, and you're in crampons and with roped up?" And they're like, "Oh, because there is a cable car that you can take to the top, and those people have just come up on the cable car." So it's almost a bit like, oh, that's a bit disappointing.
Oh, don't. I hiked something called Brandywine Mountain here, and we parked at the bottom of the rainforest section of it. Because actually, did you know that British Columbia is a temperate rainforest? Interesting fact for the day.
Didn't know that. There
So
you
you
go.
climbed through the forest before you got to this meadow, through the meadow and up. And even by the time you got to the meadow, you've been hiking for a good hour straight up, like quite a lot of elevation. And we obviously got up early and we hiked the mountain, came back down. As we were walking back through the meadow, there's lots of people um, like setting up cameras and doing Instagram pictures of themselves in these beautiful meadows in Berks. I was like, how the holy fuck did they get up here? My friend James admitted, he was like, oh yeah, there was a higher car park we could have driven to off road. But
Oh no.
I felt
Oh,
we
that's
needed to
so
do, and this
annoying.
is a 10-hour hike, like up a mountain and like real serious, like the biggest one I'd ever done. I was like, and I could have saved an hour. And now I have to hike down through this forest vertically for an hour. And you're telling me we could have parked higher. He was like, ask me a question on 80s pop instead. Like, no, I don't want to answer this. I'm like, you fucking ass,
Yeah,
ass biscuits.
when I did Mont Blanc, we there is a train that can take you to a certain point,
Mm.
but the train was broken, so we had to hike that bit as well. It's just kind of like just
Oh, that's disappointing.
added to the trauma of the whole thing.
Well, Simon Grieve, I would bloody love to hike a mountain with you. So let's do it.
Well, maybe we should do that then.
We should definitely do it. I'm going to Google it. I don't even know how to spell the mountain you're saying the words of, but I'm definitely looking this up.
Yeah,
You
you
heard
just
it
need
here
to
first,
Google.
people.
You just Google highest mountain in Germany, or there's the highest mountain in Switzerland, which is the one that I really like to do, which is in Monte Rosa, and it's called Dufourspitz.
Ooh, wow.
Uh, yeah, I'd quite like to do that because apparently it's absolutely beautiful.
Can you do a Swiss or a German accent though? This is my
No, not
added.
really. No,
German's quite hard, isn't it?
yours is quite good, is it not? Your German accent.
Uh, I don't know now. No, I don't think so. I don't know if it's good or
Uh,
offensive.
ja und ja
Oh yeah, das is good. I
und das
just
ist gut, ja.
remember I just remember a song at university that one of the reasons the line was "Oh yeah, das is good up die Pupa." That's anyone who went to Southampton University may remember that, but I just remember there was a lot of "Oh yeah, das is good up die
Ja,
Pupa."
ja.
Um,
It's like when you got like anybody that's been trained with like by a German dressage person and they're like training you as well. They always like seem to like morph into having German accents. Like,
yeah.
how is your feeling? I'm sorry, what?
I've no idea what you're saying, but you're an amazing trainer. Uh, yeah, there is a lot of that, isn't it? But I think it's quite soothing for horse, like Christoph
Oh God,
Hess.
yeah, I
I
think so, and
love
they're
listening to
amazing.
him. Yeah.
And I
Oh,
love the way that they work. They work the German guys. I mean, I don't really know much about it, but I really like their kind of thought processes behind like having licenses to be able to ride and that kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, you have to be qualified to be able to ride, and I think that's a really amazing thing. I think it's a really good idea, and we don't have it here, but like I think it'd be a really good thing to do personally. But
Also, speaking of the Germans, Michael Jung's horse Sam recently
Oh
passed.
no,
Oh,
so sad. But
um,
what a horse, and
the
what a
picture, the picture, right? I don't know if anyone's seen it, the post that Michael Young put out. He's jumping a fence like straight on, and literally you can see Michael Young's it's obviously like a big, like square, like brush fence, and Sam's reaching. But the next fence is obviously from their point of view off to the left because Michael Young's and shoulders are very slightly turned and he's eyeing up whatever fence is next. But so is Sam. And
yeah.
Sam's head, his body is straight like Michael's, but his head and his eyes are pointing to the exact same point that Michael Young's are. It's incredible. And that photo just makes me like all gooey inside because I'm like, you tell me that horse doesn't know and love his job. You cannot tell me
Yeah.
that from that photo.
Yeah.
The
And
photo is amazing.
and they had such an amazing rapport and relationship.
Oh,
And like,
incredible.
Michael is he's just incredible, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like
And also,
superb.
when I interviewed him, I was a bit starstruck, I think, when I interviewed him, and terrible because when I first interviewed him, his English was not good. And in interviews, he just used to smile and nod, like smile and nod. And as I was really nervous, and I'd spoken to Caroline Powell uh, beforehand, saying how nervous I was. I'm pretty sure I've told you this story before. And I had to interview him at badminton. And as I was interviewing him, Caroline came behind the camera making blowjob actions in my eye line.
She's so naughty.
She is so naughty. But as a rider who has ridden in the Sam era, yourself and competed against him,
Yeah.
I always think it must have, if you're a top tennis player and you played tennis in the Federer era, it must have been like, oh, fuck, I wish I'd just been born 10 years later or 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Because he's so good. No one really ever touched him, did they? I mean, I know like
No.
Djokovic and Nadal, and it was always a fight, but Federer and Sampras and these players, or like being a runner at the same time as Usain Bolt. Do you know what I mean? You are the best in the world, bar one, and you'll never beat them.
Yeah.
Was that a bit like eventing when Sam was on the sheet? Was it a bit like, oh, fuck, we're not going to
Uh,
beat him?
I don't know. I mean, look, because there are some really amazing people out there that did beat him. Like he didn't win every single. I mean, most of the time, didn't he? But like, I mean, it had no effect on me whatsoever. But like for the people that were kind of up there with him, yeah, absolutely, that must have been really frustrating. 'Cause, oh god, he's here again. Of course, he's going to win. Like
But
it
also
was,
he had the run of like having Sam and Chipmunk. So it was like he went to
yeah,
Kentucky and won on Chipmunk and he came back and won on Sam. It was like, oh, okay, just
yeah.
gonna win everything.
I followed him in the dressage once at Burley. That was annoying. Because I have all the people that I have to follow. Why do I have to follow him?
Was
But
that on
actually, that was
Sam?
the year. That was the year also, which didn't do me any favors either. That was the year that he fell in the water
Oh, and yeah,
early
not
on.
even at the jump.
Yeah, like it was fence 3 or something, and he like turned over because the horse fell in the water, and yeah, and I was up one after him, and like someone came like, oh my god, Michael Young's just fallen off, and I was like, if he's fallen off, then what the hell's gonna happen to me? He's amazing. I'm rubbish. But
If
actually, I
he
jumped
can't
around. I
do
think.
it, no one can.
Yeah, exactly. But then I was parked next to him that year as well, and because he broke something, didn't he, in that fall, and then
Yeah,
and
another
he
horse.
rode another horse with a broken foot or something. And I remember like he was sat by his lorry. I think he had his foot in like a bucket of ice or something. I can't remember, but he was doing
Yeah.
something, and I was like, oh dear, that doesn't look very good, does it? I just
No,
jumped clear, by the way.
yeah. Did you hear I'm Simon Greenwood? I just went clear. I'm Burley. But surely it wasn't ice. Surely he's like the Terminator. Like
Yeah, he's
he's
literally
just
superhuman.
yeah. They've just got some WD-40 and they're putting him back together. The man is amazing.
I'm thinking now of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I need
I'll
your
be back.
clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Except for it be, I need your clothes, your boots, and your horse, Simon.
Actually, I reckon he would have got on really well with Bozzy. Bozzy would have liked him.
Yeah. I
although,
heard
although I reckon Bozzy would have got like about a quarter of the way and been like, mate, we don't normally go this fast. Can we just calm down a bit?
well, we've got fans to wave at on the
Yeah,
way past.
I need to say hi to people in the crowd. Just calm down. Anyway, right, so we've got questions, haven't we?
We do have questions. Also, while we're talking about great horses passing, can we have a little moment for Mr. Bass as well, Laura Collett's
Oh,
horse?
yes. Yes.
I just sent.
What a special chap he was.
Oh, just amazing. And I know he hasn't had the accolades of London 52. Um, uh,
He should have done, though.
yeah,
He
I
should
think
have done.
his career was cut short, but also I think for Laura, and I don't think Laura might be saying this, I think mentally for her, that horse was transformative. Like he was such a bold cross country horse.
Mm.
And I just really feel like, I
He made
mean,
her believe in herself.
yeah. Because she's
Yeah.
such a talent. I mean, she's extraordinary. You just watch that girl ride, and she's fucking unbelievable. But I just feel like he was the horse that gave her the belief.
Mm.
I don't know. I might be completely wrong. But I just when you watch her talk about Mr. Bass, her face lights up as. Do you know what I mean? He was such a
Yeah.
horse for her. So, um, that, and I know like he was in the field, in behind the yard, and like with her all the time, that's just it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's hard. Really hard.
So,
Really hard.
Mr. Bass, we salute you. Could you go and say for hi to Finn and gorgeous girl? Go and
Yes. Yes.
up in the
A very special horse, that one.
yeah, really special. So heart goes out to Laura and old Mickey Young. Right, we have had questions. While I'm looking up the questions, how are you? How's been acting? How is
Well, we had a break last week because it was half term.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I wanted to know how Calvin, Simon, and Theodore were doing.
Yeah, no, no, that's okay. I'm going there later today. I've got to recite my poem. And I've got to do lots of different tones in my voice and like different textures to my voice in this poem. And I've got to do like movements for the poem as well. And I was supposed to have practiced that, which of course I haven't. But I do know it, so that's good. I thought because I'm really bad at learning lines, but I've learned this.
And how do I say this? How so when you like do they work on like how you talk? Like cuz you're very good at an accent. So do they say
No,
like
no, no, he hasn't worked on that actually. No. Well, I suppose yes, to a point. Like, he takes on board like your tone and the speed that you're talking and that kind of
cuz you
stuff. But he
do
doesn't
talk
say
quite fast
just
sometimes. You do
me.
talk quite fast. Yeah.
Yeah, very fast sometimes. Oh my, I did that. I did that at the weekend. I had a bit of a disaster at the weekend.
Oh no. Don't just honestly before I talk too fast as well. When I was doing Spruce Meadows, it was like I was a competition winner. I was so excited to be there. And I looked back and I was like, Jesus, why would anyone employ me to be a presenter? I was terrible. So this isn't a
This is
criticism.
Jenny
Yes.
Rudel on speed.
Yes. Literally, it was like I'd won a prize to be the presenter there. It was terrible. Anyway, yes, what happened when I'm finding these questions? Do you want to talk about it? Do you need to get it off your chest?
Well, so I was doing this uh presenting and hosting a dinner. So it was like a gala dinner with an award ceremony for Horses Inside Out, which is an amazing organisation. It's the one where Gillian paints the horses, paints like muscles and bones onto the horses, and it's really educational. But it's not just about that; it's also about educating about horse welfare, and she's really interesting, and she'd be really good to have on here actually. Anyways, but she had organised this awards dinner, and it was quite glitzy. And there was a stage, and then there were like four big screens all around the room. I think there were probably about 150 people having sit down dinner. And I was like, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Horses Inside Out Gala Dinner and Awards. My name is Simon Grieve, and I'm here to guide you through this evening."
Did you
And then we
say it in
play.
your checkout voice? Guide
Yeah,
you through
yeah.
this evening.
Guide you through this evening, and then and then we played heads and tails, and that all went quite well. So that was all good. And then it's like, right, it's time for the main course. So enjoy your meals. And then so they all ate, and then the next bit was to give out the awards. Now these were awards that people didn't know that they were getting. So
Oh no.
and the first screen was basically named what the award was. And then it flicked, and I was in control of the slideshow. And then you went to the next slide, which was pictures kind of flying in from directions of this person that had won the award, who didn't know they won the award. So that would be the moment when they go, "Oh my God, it's me." And then the next one was their name in capital letters, and music plays and around the whole room, and then they're supposed to come up and get their award. So, right, happy days, easy peasy. Anyway, so I'm on the first slide where I'm talking about what the prize is, and so I was like, "Oh, so these awards are basically a big thank you." And as I was saying that, I pressed a button by mistake. So then all the
Oh,
pictures started flying onto the screen, and I was like, "Oh fuck, shit, I need to stop that." So in my haste to stop that and try and then go back, I flicked it on again. So then the music played and the name came up in capital letters on the screen. And so basically I announced the winner before they even knew what the prize was.
oh,
It was really
Simey.
embarrassing, Jenny. It was really embarrassing, really bad. Anyway, so then I eventually I couldn't get the music to stop. So it was, you know when it's going wrong, you're like, "Oh God, I can't get this to work." And
Pivot,
then
pivot.
this is a disaster. And eventually I managed to get the music to stop, and then I flicked it back onto the original sign. I was like, "Right, everyone, we're going to all pretend that didn't just happen, and we're going to start again, okay?" And then they all laughed, and it was fine. And Gillian did look quite cross when I looked over to see her. I don't know whether she was or whether she wasn't, but by the end, she was laughing. She thought it was quite funny in the end. But I did
Good,
manage to do it
good.
again with the third award.
Wow.
Skipped early, and then and then I had to do. There was like another couple of awards that somebody else was supposed to give out, and Richard Davison was one of them. But there was this lady that did the best stand award for the conference, and so she came up and she said, "We're going to do a silver and a gold award. The silver goes to such and such," and they came up and got their thing, and I was like, "Right, well, we need to go on to the next slide." And I flicked onto the next slide as she was saying, and the winner of the gold is, and I flicked onto the next slide, but it had music on it, didn't it? So the music started playing while she was talking about the gold winner. I was like, "This is just all going horribly wrong."
Sounds like too many moving parts to trust you with, Simon, to be
I
completely
know,
honest.
I know. And then I managed to finish the whole thing, and that was all great. And then had like a drink and with the guys, and then but I was driving home. So then Richard had said to me, "Oh, you can leave your car in the conference centre car park, and then we'll go up to the hotel, which is where the awards were." So I walked back, which was 10 minutes. Walked back to my car, and I was like, "There are literally no cars in this car park. What's going on?" Anyway, so I got my car, drove out, and the whole car park was blocked off, like with metal gates and all padlocked. So I was stuck in this car park. And when you've not had the best evening, and I'd had a really long week and I was really quite tired, which I think is
Oh
one of the main
no.
reasons why I screwed up so badly. Although everyone was very nice and said I didn't screw up, but I did. Anyway, so I got out of the car and I was like, "For fuck's sake, I can't believe this." So then I went round and I read the sign, and it said, "This car park closes at 11:30." And I was like, "Well, it's 11 o'clock, so why the fucking hell's it closed already?" But anyway, it was closed. It was locked. And so then I rang Gillian, and I rang Richard, and I rang Jeanette, because they were all there, and none of them answered. So I was like, "Oh, God's sake!" And I was kind of like, and wandering around to see whether there's anyone around that I could like, and no one was around, and I must have been there for like 10, 15 minutes, literally jumping up and down, like getting really irate, like you would, Jenny. I'm sure you'd be the
Oh
same.
yeah,
I was
absolutely.
like, "This is a complete disaster. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to sleep in my fucking car. This is just." Uh, anyway, so then all of a sudden, there's a car that was parked up on the other side of the metal gates, and this guy got out in a high vis jacket. He came over and was like, Mate, are you wanting to get out?" And I was like, yeah, yeah." And he was like, "Well, it's a good job I'm security then, isn't it?" He'd literally been sitting there for 15 minutes watching me.
Watching you.
And it's quite funny now, but at the time I was like, "You are a wanker." I didn't actually say that to him because he was quite big and scary, but I was thinking that.
That
So
is
he let
fucking
me out.
brilliant. Just sat there. I think, to be honest, you would be a bit like, wonder how long I can push this before he starts breaking things.
So mean! Poor Simey.
Poor Simon, you just sat there. I bet the guy was just probably videoing you as well.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Oh my God, he's really jumping up and down. He's getting really cross. Oh, he's kicking his tires."
It was like the other day when my friend lives in Putney and her street is ridiculous. Cars park either side, so only one car can get up and down. And outside her house has got like a single yellow, and I needed to park there to get the kids and the suitcases and everything just to load up and then go. And as I'm driving down, a van had blocked me in for ages. So I waited for like half an hour, 40 minutes for this car to go with the kids in the car. And as the van reversed away and I went to go in, a bloody plumbing van went in that spot. And I was like, guys, I've been waiting here for ages. I just need to park in there for 2 seconds. Can you just reverse out so I can do it? And they were like, yeah, okay. But as they went to reverse out, another guy in a bloody Range Rover comes and blocks me. And I was like,
Ugh.
mate, can you just move back so they can move there so I can go in there and then everyone can get on their way? I have been waiting for ages. The guy who was using the removal van, even very, very raw Putney type. Oh, yeah, no, she has been. And this guy was like, no. I was like, excuse me?
Ooh, that's not good.
And then by this
That's
point, I've got cars behind me, so I can't move. And he just went, no, I'm not moving. Why should I? And I was like, oh, I have been really polite. Like, I've been
oh no.
offensively polite. And I was like, are you? And even the plumbers at this point were like, dude. And he starts filming us. He's like, I'm not moving.
Really?
Why should I? And he starts filming us. I'm like, what are you going to film? Like, why are you filming me? So I did a little dance for him. And then I was
Of
like,
course
fine,
you did.
fuck you. Just opened my boot and started loading the car up there. And then I was like, if you're not going to move, dude, like, what? But yeah, that's what I kind of imagined the security guard was doing to you, just having a little film as you're jumping
Oh
up and
yeah,
down.
no, I reckon he was having a real. I think. Well, I'm assuming he was having a fun time and laughing. Um, but
Oh,
yeah, there was
Fireman.
quite a lot of that going on at Simon that night.
Because that is a little bit of like not just anger but also panic as you're whirling through your head all the
Yeah, yeah.
situations.
Oh, and like I was like, because I was like an hour, just under an hour from home, so like I wasn't going to get home till quite late. And like I say, and I know I always say, but I have like been ridiculously busy in the last couple of weeks. Like it's to the point of being a bit stupid. And I was just like, I just want to go to bed, and I've got to ride 9 horses tomorrow. I just want to go to bed. You know, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I've been there. We've all been there. Right, we do have questions to answer. I'm very much enjoying the first one. We got sent so many, guys. Big shout out to anyone who's messaged. I'm sorry if I haven't replied. Yeah, there's so many messages, which I love. Thank you so much. But one person's the first one from Hayley McNabb. It says, Simon, what's your fave thing to do when you're alone on the yard and no one else is about?
What's my favorite thing to do when I'm alone and there's no one on?
Is it do a TikTok dance?
Yeah, probably actually. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of TikTok dances. I haven't done any for ages, but like quite a lot of the ones that are on my TikTok are ones that I've done when I've been the first one in the yard and there's no one around. So yeah, that's a really good point. Probably is TikTok dances
That is,
or
yeah.
TikTok voiceovers. You know, I do love those as well.
What is that when you like do a thing like awake in the morning and I step outside and then you
Yeah, and
mouth to it?
you're like, or there's one which I do where it's Hyacinth Bouquet, and she says, "Drive very slowly past number 22. I wanted to see my hat," and I did a voiceover of that.
I'm not
But I
gonna
must look
lie.
really stupid when I do them because I'm like obviously filming myself just riding along. I must look really silly, but who cares? There was one that I did which was uh what's it called? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And it just I watched somebody else doing it, this bunch of lads doing it, and they were just so funny with it. Like it was just really just the sound was really, really funny. So I thought, "Oh, I'm gonna have a go at that." So I did it while I was riding, and so, it was all of them. It was Hermione and Harry and the other one, what's his name?
Yeah.
And so it was going from one to the other. So I was like doing them different angles. So I was like chatting on one angle, and then the next kid I was like chatting to on the other angle. And it was just a hacking day. So I was like really bored on my own. And well, I shouldn't be. I should be taking it seriously, shouldn't I? But anyway, I was all bored on my own. And honestly, I had the most entertaining morning just like playing around with it. It's brilliant. I love it. James thinks I'm insane and thinks it's really bad for me, but I think it's good for my little mentality.
I think it's fun, and I don't watch many of them. But in my head, every time I'm seeing people do this amount of stuff on Instagram, I'm like, where do you find the time in the day? I just genuinely because it needs planning and effort, and I
It
just
doesn't need that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't need that much planning.
it just looks like a lot of effort to me.
Yeah,
Um,
no, well, mine aren't.
Maybe
I
that's why
wonder what
you
it'd be
don't
like if I
have
did spend lots of time over it. Maybe
I
I really
know. Different hairstyles and outfits and everything.
yeah, yeah. I
You
did
could
think the other day, I was like, I wonder if I had a normal job, like, well, I say, yeah, like a 9 to 5,
if you had a
Monday to
job,
Friday job.
Simon, a job.
Yeah. Like like an office job or something where I'm just working like standard hours.
Yeah.
I wonder what I would be like. I reckon I'd be bouncing off the walls
Oh,
all the time.
100%. I can't work in an office.
Like, if I had a
No,
whole
no.
weekend to do whatever I wanted with and it didn't involve doing horse stuff, I mean, ooh,
What the fuck
I
would you
reckon I'd be a nightmare. I'd be so annoying.
Oh my god, 100%. Like, first of all, I can't work for people. Have you met me? I don't like being told what to do. And secondly, like, I would annoy the shit out of people. I just couldn't sit at a desk for that long. I'd be so annoying. So annoying. Like, offensively annoying. And I would just swear too much. I was not built for office work. No, I've never survived. I used to be a security guard, and I used to have to sit and watch the cameras in the Oceanography Centre in Southampton. Oh my god, I was so bad at it. I couldn't concentrate for 2 seconds. I was the worst security guard. And then when I did night shifts, I used to just go and find the first aid cupboard and just go to sleep on the bed.
That's naughty.
I know. And then there was also a bit where no camera could reach outside. So if it was sunny, I used to hide behind a hut and just sunbathe. Yeah. I was not I was not designed
Such
for
such a hard worker.
I know, I was not designed for conventional jobs. Yeah. I did bulb picking once when I was in my, like, late teens and, bought the gloves to do the bulb picking, you know, when you, like, pull tulips out the ground. I lasted 1 day. It was the most boring work I've ever done. This is a person who could muck out 15 million stables quite happily and work her butts off, but picking bulbs, couldn't do it. And the problem was as well, when I went to do it, I'd bought 2 left gloves. So my I was like, "You need gloves to pick bulbs," and I bought 2 left gloves. It was the worst job. Um, right,
Oh,
s
sorry, another thing that I do like
ooh,
doing on my own,
you
is
don't need to know about that.
proper grooming.
Proper grooming?
Like proper grooming, like a proper full on rubber curry comb all round, and then flick it off with a um long, brush, dandy brush, and then a proper body brush, and then, like, wetting the mane over and, like, I just love that. But I
Welcome to
just don't have
Simon's
time.
grooming lesson. Anyone who doesn't know how to groom properly, Simon's your man.
I love doing that, but I just don't do it.
That's because 'cause you're the rider.
I don't well, no, it's just I don't have time. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it in, COVID because I had, like, loads of time to be able to do that. It's great. I think it's really good for them as well.
Wow, thanks for that insightful pony club lesson.
Sorry. It's true though, isn't it?
It is true. But you're the talent, you see, so
No.
you don't have to do it. Right, we got loads of messages. Um, oh no, some of them. Simon, can you give your best advice? This is Equine Spirit Journey.
Cool.
Good handle. Can you give your best advice on borrowing your first competition horse? I'm guessing
Oh,
this is different to your first horse, a very specific competition horse, a horse they
well, I
wish to
mean,
compete.
uh, I'd be getting help. I would be getting somebody that knows what they're talking about. I'd be getting somebody that is good with confirmation, has experience, is knowledgeable, that can go with you to look. And trying not to be that annoying person that's like, "Oh, I really like him, but I'm gonna come back again with my trainer." Well, go with your trainer in the first place so that your trainer can have a look. Well, because there's nothing more annoying, is there, when you're, like, showing horses to people and they come back multiple times. So, yeah. I think getting the right help, getting somebody that knows what they're talking about. And if
Also,
you can't get someone to come
advice.
with you, at least have somebody that you can send videos to or, yeah, that would be my biggest suggestion.
I also don't have the person who's giving you advice be the person who's on commission for the horse.
Yes, exactly. Because that happens a lot, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, and it is amazing how someone can convince you that a fault is okay. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, and I'm not talking about a vetting fault. Like, there's plenty of things that might not pass a vet that I think, "Do you know what? That horse will still do the job." I'm talking about, like, I think some top riders can overlook an amateur's, what is important to them, like, nerves wise. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I just think you can't put a price on a horse that can hack alone or safely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if a horse is
Yeah.
a twat to hack and you're an amateur who really enjoys that and as well as the competing, that's not something you can just overcome in the first. Do you know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to
Mm.
train that out of them because
No.
you're nervous, they're nervous. Think little things like that that I think a top competitor might not look at in the same way. I know you would, because you obviously you get it, but I think finding the right advice that suits what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. And, you wanna be taking somebody with you that knows you as well, and knows you well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
knows, is definitely knows what you like, or what, you're reading off the same hymn sheet.
Um, Someone here has written Tasha Franklin. I like this message. This is a bit of us. With the world going to shit, some good news stories would be fab. I love that. I agree. Um, Tell us some good news.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Some good news what that I've
yeah,
got.
just say something nice.
Some really, really good news that I've got is that Amanda, who works for me, had her baby on Tuesday.
Yeah, are we allowed to tell the world now?
That's really good news. Well, it wasn't such great news because at 6:30 in the morning on Tuesday morning, she rang me, and she was 8 weeks premature, and she was still working. So, like, she rang me at 6:30, and she's like, "Hi, I think I might be going into labour," and I was like, "Yeah, okay, love. Are you sure?" I was
Okay.
like,
By the
"Okay,
way, if a
cool."
woman's going into labour, Simon, one of the things probably a dictionary on what you shouldn't say, and one of them is
Absolutely, no, so I didn't say that. I was
yeah.
thinking that. I was thinking that. So I would never say that. I was
All
thinking,
right,
"Yeah, yeah,
love.
okay. I'm sure." Anyway, so, and it was 'cause she's like, "But it's okay. I can't come into work 'cause, it was, her mum's day off." And she's like, "But mum's gonna come in instead. My husband's gonna drive mum into work now, and then he's gonna come back and pick me up and take me to the hospital." And I was like, are you sure that's how this should work? Should your husband be taking you straight to the hospital? No?" And she's like, "Oh, no, no, it's fine. I need to pack a bag anyway because he's so, but it's it whatever is so early. I wasn't really expecting it, and so I was like, okay. Anyway, so apparently then she did get to the hospital, and then she said she was writhing around in pain at like 9 o'clock, and she's like, I want an epidural, and they said, too late, love. She's on her way, and she was out by 10.
Oh, goodness. Well, fair play to you, Amanda.
I mean,
Congratulations.
and then I tell you honestly, so Maggie came in and just like ran the yard and just was brilliant. Like she's amazing, that woman. She's like 62 and just like hardcore, works so hard and is just she's a wonderful woman. And then about 2 days later, I came back from riding and the clippers are going, and I'm like, why are the clippers going? And there was Amanda clipping a horse.
What? After 2 days
Yeah, I
after
know.
having a baby?
Yeah, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I just wanted some normality back in my life, so I thought I'd come and do something useful." And I was like, "What the hell? What are you doing?" So yeah, like unbelievable, unbelievable. It's because Matilda, she's called Matilda. I love the names that
This
she's picked. Matilda is the girl, and Stanley is the little boy that she's got, and there's just such cool names. And yeah, Matilda is in ICU because she's premature and like, but she's had like the brain scan that she needs and all that kind of, and everything looks really good. So like, it's nothing to be worrying about. But I think because she's there, Amanda's like, oh, I need something to do. I'm like, but you've now got 2 children, like, but yet you're still coming in and helping us, which is so wonderful. Like they are very, very, very good people, those 2.
I love you, Simon Grieve, but 2 days after pushing out a human, I'm not clipping a horse for you. Just
I
be
know.
clear on that in
Isn't
our
it
relationship.
unbelievable? Like
She's amazing.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh,
That is
she is
that is
amazing.
super special stuff.
Do you know one of the best things you can buy people when they've had a baby?
I dread to think.
Cook vouchers or cook meals. You know that really nice brand that do frozen food that's like
Yeah.
all freshly prepared and then they just freeze it? It's called Cook. We are not sponsored by Cook in any way, shape, or form. Can I just add? When I have my kids, especially 2 under 2, oh, they're the best because they're like proper lovely, like risottos and like vegetable lasagnas and stuff. And also they do toddler ones as well. So getting a
Yeah.
cook voucher and just being able to do an online order, or someone just buying you loads of pies, and like they even do like the lovely mashed potato or dauphinoise potatoes. So it just means for like a week you don't have to cook, but you're getting proper meals. It's like the best
Oh,
thing.
that'd be really good.
So if you're looking for a present for her, get her some of those bad
Yeah,
boys.
I should really. I should.
Honestly, that's what when anyone my friends has a baby, I either load up their freezer with cook stuff or get them a cook voucher. It's
Yeah,
like the
but
best thing.
she's coming into work tomorrow.
She's fucking insane.
She is like she's yeah,
Either
but
that or she
these
just
are,
hates her children.
have I told you about? Can you remember when there was the Beast from the East?
Yes, back
Yeah,
March
yeah,
2018.
and it was horrendous, wasn't it? Like
Yes,
really bad. Anyway, so the girls lived about half an hour away from the yard. Then I was in a different place, and I lived literally just around the corner. Well, literally like 100 meters from the yard. Anyway, so it was a really, really rough night the night before, and it was like a proper blizzard. It was just horrendous. And the next morning, I woke up and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to be doing the yard on my own, aren't I?" And we had like 15 horses in or something, maybe even 18 horses in, like lots of horses in. And I just remember Amanda ringing me. She's like, "Oh, Mr. Grieve, I'm really sorry, but I don't think we're trying to get through." But like, I was like, "Don't try and get through. Like, it's far too." And like to get to there, it was on a place called Tilton on the Hill. The clue's in the name. It's on top of a hill. It's really bleak, and to get there, you have to go up a really, really big hill. Anyway, so and she's like, "Oh no, it doesn't. Are we going to be able to get there? We're trying." And I was like, "You turn around, go home. Honestly, it's fine. I'll be fine." Thinking, Jesus Christ, what loads to do all on my own. But like, and I was like, "I'll be absolutely fine. Just you've got to guys, got to be safe. Just go home, go home." And she's like, "Okay, okay." Anyway, so like about half an hour later, I'm mucking out, and then these two bodies, these two people just arrive on the yard, and I'm like, "What the hell are you guys doing here? How did she get here?" Because like it was literally to get there, it was like just drifts of snow. And she's like, "Well, I got a shovel and a bit of my car, so I dug our way out of where we were, and then I parked up in Tilton, and then we walked, which was 4 miles. Like they walked across like and we came across the fields, so they went and walked across the fields through this like this deep, like unbelievable, like just such amazing girls, so amazing." But Maggie is that of that ilk. She's like, got to get the job done. A bit like I probably told you about when her husband passed away. Um, did I say about that?
No.
So so yeah, I think I can talk about this. Yeah, so I was at work. I was riding out, and Amanda rang me. And she said, "Mr. Grieve, I'm really sorry, but my dad's really very unwell, and because he was in hospice at the time, we knew that things weren't great, but he's really unwell. So, and I think we're going to have to go and say goodbye." And so I was like, "Oh God, Amanda, of course you go and do. I can do the yards fine because I was fine. That would be fine. You go, and we'll speak later." So off they go. About like an hour and a half later, she rings me and she said, "Oh, Simon, very sadly, Dad's has passed away." And I was like, "Oh, Amanda, I'm so sorry. You guys take your time. Come back when you're ready. I'll be absolutely fine." She said, "Oh no, we'll be back in half an hour." I was like, yeah, but like, yeah, but your dad's just died, and Maggie's husband's just," and she's like, "Yeah, but the horses need doing. We'll be back in half an hour." And that was it. Like they didn't take any other time off.
Proper horse people.
Like proper, like they're like the horses need doing. The horses need doing, and you need our help. I mean, that doesn't really exist anymore, does it? But
No,
like, yeah,
100%. Also, do you make them call you Mr. Grieve?
no. Maggie calls me Mr. Greaves. It's always with an S on the end as well.
Mr. Greaves. I love
Mr.
that.
Greaves.
It did just sound like, if anyone doesn't know you, I obviously know your relationship with Maggie and Amanda, and I know who's in charge. But it just made that story, I just needed to caveat that, because it does sound like you're so far up your own arse, you make your staff
No,
call you
no, no.
Mr.
Oh
Grieve.
no. Maggie calls me Mr. Greaves. Is that?
Just wanted to
Oh
give the world context. They're like, he says he's the nicest guy in eventing. Actually, he
no,
makes his
no.
staff come in a snow blizzard. They have to
It's
come in and clip after giving birth. And also, if someone dies, you got to be back at work within the day.
yeah. But like Maggie calls me Mr. Greaves. She just does it. She's like, "Morning, Miss Greaves."
Wow, I bet you love that, don't you?
Well, I mean, it's like, to be fair, my dad, all his because my dad is was a bear, and everyone used to call him Mr. Greaves. So it's really weird how they call me Mr. Greaves as well.
It's when people call Oliver Townsend. There's no S in it.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
Or Ollie Townsend because he hates
Yeah,
Ollie.
he
Yeah,
literally he would die if someone calls him Ollie.
yeah,
Like,
Ollie Townsend.
yeah.
It makes me chortle heartily inside, especially if it's someone interviewing and they've managed to get an interview before me or something like that, and I just hear them say that, and I'm like, "Good luck with that interview. That's gonna go well."
He's gonna love you
Yeah.
or not.
So, Ollie Townsend, how was your round? Fine. Lost your
You wouldn't put
well.
it past him to just move on,
Oh yeah,
walk off.
100%. 100%. Right, so some good news. I found some. Sea otters return from near extinction and help restore kelp forests. This was posted 5 days ago. Sea otters were nearly wiped out by
Wow.
hunting, leaving about 1,000 animals in 13 small populations by 1911. After receiving a legal protection, their decline has stopped. The reintroductions are a huge success in southeast Alaska, where over 400 otters were returned, now has a population of 25,000, and there are over 125,000 sea otters alive in the Pacific Ocean today.
Wow.
Well, there we go.
Well, there you go. That is very good news.
There we go. A little bit good news. If
Yeah,
anyone
so
wants
there
to
you go.
know,
There's two lots of good news.
yeah, I follow good news stories on Instagram because, again, I'm like that. I just need to see something nice in my day.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I can share
I
you their
follow
handle if you want.
I follow things like gays who meme well, and they are very funny. They're either very, very funny or have very good looking men on them. So it's a win-win for me.
I do follow the Australian firemen.
Do you?
Yeah, they basically run around in their fire gear without their tops on, rescuing kittens. It's
Oh, I
wonderful.
think I'll have to follow them. I haven't seen that.
Oh, I'll send you a link. It is wonderful. Delilah did catch me over my shoulder looking at it and sending one to my friend Kate. And she was like, "Mummy, what are you looking at?" Nothing, nothing,
Nothing, darling.
nothing. Just looking at our services, looking at the people who save us from fires. Very important. Um, okay. Oh God, there's so many. Um, what's annoyed you this week from Rosie Russell? Wonderful Rosie. I hate it when people walk slowly after you've landed from an aeroplane.
Oh, yeah, it's so annoying.
It is so annoying, especially if you've only got hand luggage.
Yeah.
So
And the
annoying.
slow people seem to kind of like go into a big row so you can't go past them.
I like this message. Laura Emily Life. I don't know like her name's and Laura Emily Life on Instagram. I don't know if Life's her surname or if she's just saying this is my life. Just bought another horse. How do I tell my going to be disappointed parents? I'm 44.
Well, you don't.
You don't.
You don't. I've
No.
got a horse that at mine that is owned by a lady, and her husband doesn't know that the horse exists, and
Oh really?
he's been around for a couple of years now.
Oh wow. Well,
Mm.
I know someone in Florida who only buys bays, so her husband can't tell if she's bought a new one.
That is very clever. Very clever.
I like that. It's Jo Hamilton. She just wants a hi from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. Hi.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Um, Jo also says whips. Why do riders carry whips when there's no need to use it? Brackets good. So why bring it into the ring?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've thought that myself before. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's useful to have them like as a bit of a backup for you can put that on the horse's kind of shoulder to kind of encourage them to not drift one way or the other, maybe like that kind of thing. But it's a very good point.
I have never when I had Finn and we were actually competing and doing something useful. I'd say I've never used a stick on that horse ever. Absolutely ever. I wouldn't dare. He'd end my life. But when
Yeah.
I went to go cross country competing, not schooling, I did carry my little short because I've got very small hands, small handled short whip. And I think it was more of a security blanket, just as a, do you know what? We've got this just in case. Like more
But
for
it's a bit
me.
like, I tend to when I go cross country, I always tie a knot in my reins,
Yeah.
like at the buckle,
Yeah.
um, and I have absolutely no idea why. It's just because initially it's like for security thing, just in case something
Yeah.
breaks or make sure the reins aren't too long or that kind of thing. But like that's why I was kind of taught initially to do it. But now I don't really understand why I do it. It's
Habit.
habitual. Like I
Yeah.
literally I just do it. And I almost do it without even thinking about it now.
Yeah. It's like when I used to smoke. I used to turn the first cigarette I touched upside down and do a lucky fag. And now if someone ever asked me to open their cigarette, I think I would do it without even noticing. Just a lucky fag.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? All of them are going to give me cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. Not so lucky.
I like this pet peeve because I ask people for questions and pet peeves. Um, Expat painted equine. Uh, just send us your names, people. People who don't unwind a round bale and just pull haylage from one side. Dot dot dot. Psychopaths.
So you want to like go round and round and round it?
Yeah, unwind the whole thing. I have to say, I kind
Yeah.
of get that because then you can unwind the
Yeah.
bales and you get a nice good
Well, and also
slab
it
off it.
becomes really, like, hard to pull it out
Yeah,
eventually.
and it just
Yeah.
becomes stuck. I agree with her. I agree.
Yeah, I concur.
Um, MGT Equestrian would love just a shout out. She just wants a shout out for herself first, Mary.
Hey, MGT
Uh,
legend.
Mary, spell Merri. Mary, do that short for something, or she just is Mary.
Mary, I don't
Mary.
know.
I
I
quite like
don't
that.
know.
And her bestie, Lauren, and they apparently love the podcast. Thank you very much.
Mary and Lauren, thank you guys. Thanks so much for, the support.
Yes.
In fact, thanks to
Um,
all of you for the support because 'cause it's been incredible. We've been very lucky.
we are very lucky. Pretty please, could Simon and Ben send me a pic of mini ponies with the real thing? I don't understand what that is.
Oh, yes, that's from Carrie, isn't it?
It is. Oh, yes.
Yeah. She, I
Oh,
actually messaged her last night because, uh, I've got a mini Buster. But and she gave it to me at the tour, but
yes. Lovely
Harry
Carrie.
it was in Harry's car, and it's still in Harry's car. So, I
Poor
know, so
Buster.
because I've not seen Harry, so I haven't managed to pick it up. So, it's a good excuse to go and see Hazard anyway. So I'm gonna go and
Any
see Harry and pick it
excuse
up.
to go and see handsome
Yeah,
Harry, hey? Did you leave
yeah.
that there deliberately, Simon
I
Grieve?
totally well, I mean, well, obviously not because I haven't been to see him. It's been weeks, hasn't it?
It
Like, and
has.
I haven't seen Harry for so long.
Any excuse to see the lovely Harry. Um, Someone has said, oh, Carrie, actually, any top tips for dealing with this shitty weather? I'm losing the will to live. Oh, I know.
Just knowing that it is gonna get better. It is gonna get better. It's so frustrating though, isn't it? It's like, "Oh, it's rain again." And I
And
can't
this,
complain because I've got an indoor school.
you do have an indoor school.
Yeah.
Um, Amy, Amy Fred Cat. I don't know how to say this person's name. I'm a dyslexic person. Instagram handles are like the worst fucking thing in the world. Pet peeve: having 5 gloves, but for some reason 4 of them are the right gloves and only 1 is left.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's annoying.
That is an absolute pain in the ass. Or when your gloves get wet, your leather ones, and then you go to put them on and you haven't dried them out properly and they just become
Mm.
crunchy.
Yeah, I've never had that problem.
What,
Only
crunchy
because 'cause I've never had
gloves?
leather gloves.
Oh. Someone said here, 8 paws, 8 hooves, 4 feet. So I'm guessing she has 2 dogs, 2 horses, and her, or a
Uh,
child. It took you a while there, Simon.
it did.
Um, Says, have the boys tried women's lycra riding tights? And what underwear do you recommend?
Absolutely not. I have not. Um, and underwear-wise, I really like Aussie bums.
Excuse me? You like
Aussie
Aussie's
bum.
bums?
Aussie bum.
You
It's
like
it's
Aussie's
a
bums?
oh, no, it's Aussie bum.
You
Aussie
like
bum
Aussie bums?
underpants. Yeah, Aussie bum underpants.
Okay, I should definitely send you this Australian fireman Instagram thing then.
Well, actually, if you like the Aussie Bum website for Aussie Bum underpants, it's a great website. It is. It's really good. And they have very good underpants, which are very supportive.
Excellent. You do need something to hold you down.
Yeah. Well, actually, hold it up. To be fair,
What?
yeah, hold them up,
Hold what up?
not it up, them up.
Oh, they need
Well,
holding up?
yeah. Well, because
Are yours
like,
particularly saggy?
well, I don't think so. But I like so. I've got a friend. I won't name names. I've got a friend who events, and he says that he never wears underpants. He always
What?
like goes commando. I I just couldn't do that. I couldn't do that without having an accident. Like,
Like
you
hurting
know,
it accident.
yeah, hurting myself accident. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, like there needs to be some forms of like security or like, support going on. Definitely.
Do you like when you're on the saddle, like tuck it to the side? Why? Where does it
No,
go?
no. Just
Just squish it.
just they're just kind of up.
Oh, very
I don't really know
uncomfortable.
I don't really know how. I try not to think about it. Especially for you, Jenny. Next time I'm riding, I'll think, "Where exactly is my willy lying?" And then I'll ring you and let you
Thank you very much. I'd appreciate that while you're TikToking.
know. Yeah, TikToking. To the left, to the left.
If you ever do that song on TikTok, I'll know
Everything I
why.
own in a box to the
To the
left.
left. If anyone's still listening to this, well done. Well
Sorry.
done. You are the reason we still breathe. Oh, someone's asked something ethical now. I feel like we can't really go on to discipline after that. Let's find another one. Um, right. Oh, so the 8 paws, 8 hooves, 8 feet says underwear question was for my husband. I'm not affiliated with silly prune poo in a jar. What?
It wasn't poo in a jar, was it? It was take a photo of her poo and send it to somebody.
Oh yes, because those weird people who ask for her poo pictures. Okay, if you could have a superpower, what superpower would it be?
Oh, to be able to do stuff really fast.
What? Yes. What, including ride?
Yeah, like when people like when the superhero like goes and does something really fast and then comes back and it's all done. I'd love to be able to do that. Like I could do like the washing up in like a split second, or I can muck out in 5 minutes. Well, the whole yard in 5 minutes, if not less. That'd be great.
But why don't you just have the superpower that you could just click and it's done, like Mary Poppins?
Okay, wait, is that a superpower or is that just magic?
Is that just Disney?
I think that
Oh
probably is
yeah,
just
good point.
Disney.
Yeah, that's just magic.
Yeah.
I always think like I'd quite like to be able to fly.
To be fair, yeah, flying would be quite, but it would just wear off though, wouldn't it? The kind of
The
like
novelty. And everyone
the
would want to
novelty of it.
lift. My kids would want me to carry them everywhere.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you could fly, I'm pretty sure your kids would be able to fly too, wouldn't they?
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, be hereditary. Is that the right
Mm.
word? Yes.
I'd also love to be the superhero with the washboard abs and looking really hench
What do you mean you
without
don't
having
have
to do anything.
washboard abs, Simon? Don't disappoint me.
No, I don't. Sadly, not.
Okay, one more. I quite like this person's.
Obviously I totally do.
Yeah, you totally do. Your totes. Totes could be an Australian fireman holding a kitten
Exactly.
with your willy in a box.
Yeah. To the left.
To the left, to the left.
I think it does go to the left. To be fair.
Oh, by the way, anyone who's wondering, this is basically like one of mine and Simon's phone calls when we ring each other and we've got something to do. We're like, "What the- I've got to go now. Okay, but just one more thing. Where's your willy sit? This is why we're so busy. This person's pet peeve made me laugh because it's non-horsey. People who look at their phones when you're in the cinema. Nobody wants to see your bright screen. Fuck off.
Well, we know where we stand.
We
That's good.
do. And then she said about she doesn't like horsey negativity. Oh, her question though, how do you deal with aches and pains as you get older? Says the woman on the couch with the hurty shoulder and back after a ride.
Oh God, aches and pains. I mean, drugs are good. Physio is good. Um, Finding the right exercises to do.
Taking a magnesium is good for aches and pains.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah. It's got to be the right type of
And
magnetism.
keeping yourself mobile, keeping moving is definitely important.
How can you just show me that movement again? That was very graceful. Look at you. Right. I've got to go and wake my
What?
kids up.
Oh, yeah, you
Um,
do, don't you?
yeah, I do. They've got to get to school in 45 minutes. I've got to be out the door and they're not even awake yet. So finally, what's annoyed you this week, Simon Grieve, with your hair's almost curled up now into like two horn-like shapes.
I know.
It's extraordinary.
I can't quite do it. Oh, there you go. Oh,
We-
now I look like, who was the lead singer of, The Prodigy?
Oh, Keith. He used to
Keith.
have
God,
horses with Lissa Green. Yeah.
he was so cool, that man. He was so and such a nice guy as well. Um, Super talented. Just a little
Just-
a little bit spiky.
Anyone listening to this on the podcast, Simon's hair now has become. Go for a haircut. You need a clip.
I think
Maybe
it's
Amanda could do it. It's not like
charming.
she's raising two humans and running your yard for you.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
right, what's annoyed you this week before we go?
So I taught somebody last week in a group session, and I said, how can I help? What would you like me to do? Like, as in, is there anything specific you want to do today? And she just said, well, Mum just wanted me to have a lesson, and I was like, oh, okay. So clearly, like, making me feel really bad about myself. You clearly don't want to be here. And that kind of annoyed me.
Okay, let's dissect this, Simon. What annoyed you? I know what would annoy me from that. Was it because you're so famous now and everyone should be in your presence
Oh
and be
God,
very
no, no,
happy?
no, no, not in the
No, I'm joking.
slightest. No, no, no. Like, it's what annoyed me about it is just like, well, don't come then.
Yeah,
There's no point in being here if you think that I'm a waste of time, which is basically what you're saying by saying that.
I think as well, like, how spoiled are you? Like, for me, I don't care who it is. If I get to sit on a horse and have a lesson, you could be fucking a numpty. Just the
Mm.
joy
It's
of
one of
being
those
on a
times.
pony.
It's one of those moments where I kind of want to pull them off the horse, pony, whatever it may be, and say, "Do you not realise how unbelievably lucky you are to be able to
Yeah.
do this?" Like, because we are, and I say it to myself every day, especially if I'm having a little bit of a time where I'm like feeling a bit not so good about it all. I'm like, you do realise how incredibly lucky you are to be able to ride these horses, Simon. Like, it's such a privilege and an honour to be able to do it,
Mm.
and so you need to enjoy it and you need to make the most of it. Like, to be
How
whinging about it
much
all the
did you
time.
want to slap that girl?
Well, not that much at that point, a little bit, but then I went through the exercise. The first exercise we're going to do this. We're going to do it because of this and that and the other, and we're going to do it in canter and blah 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 blah. And I was like, right, what's your name? Off you go. You go and do it. And she was like, what are we doing? And I was like,
Oh.
I've just explained in great detail what we're doing. Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, you really don't want to be here," and I find that really hard. And then she started doing the exercise, and I'm like, "Oh, I feel like I don't really want to help you," but
Oh,
then I did,
yeah.
and then to be fair, we actually had a really nice time in the end, so
You
it was
pulled it
okay.
back.
I
Just
think so,
it sounded like a bit of teenage petulance.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, well done for getting through it and not slapping her.
Well done for getting through it.
You did really
Um,
well. You tried really
really well.
hard. Yeah. Well, what's annoying me this week? I rode my friend's rather large 4-year-old the other day, and fuck me, I'm not fit to ride. Like, they just need that bit of effort, and I'm just so not fit. Like, I was
Yeah, but they
sweating.
can be really hard work, can't they?
Oh, and he was a right tit, and just yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm not. So when you're like, people say the horse is doing all the work. No, and it's just annoying because
Yeah. No, I think if I'm doing all the work right
I
now,
think you'll find in this situation I was working pretty bloody hard. Thank you
it would
very
be
much.
easier for me to get off and lift its foot and make it walk by carrying it.
Yes, it was one of those moments when you're like, why am I doing this? I could walk around this arena more effectively on my feet, on my actual feet. Why am I
Yeah.
sat on a horse? And just, I think you take for granted how fit you are when you're doing horses all the time. And
Yeah.
then you suddenly go, oh, my jumpers are tight, my boobs hurt, I'm going to hurt the next
I'm
day.
so unfit.
I'm so unfit. I'm sweating. Oh, like a cat in a fish shop.
Poor
Right.
Jenny.
I know, right? Poor me. First
Poor
world
Jenny.
problems. Right, Simon Grieve. I love your face.
Thanks. Love yours too. Have fun
Look,
at school.
uh,
And we miss Benji. I
we
miss
do
him.
miss Benjamin. Hope Wild gets better soon. And lots of people asking questions. Are we doing another tour? Yeah, we've got some exciting news that's going to break hopefully in the next few days of where you can come and see us at a very, very, very big event.
Yay!
I know. So please come because I'm terrified that no one will turn up and we'll look like idiots. Um, it's going to be huge. It's going to be very big news coming. Please like and share this podcast, please, please, because the more of you like it and more people who listen, the more we can do another tour. So
Yeah,
get your
amazing.
asses in gear, people. Help.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Like and subscribe.
I'm gonna like make that a GIF or something. I don't know. I say that. I'm 45. I have no idea what a GIF is. Right. I love you.
Lots of
Um,
love.
I
Take
don't have
care.
Benji to sing us out or anything.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my dad the other day,
Oh, okay. This is
and I
what
said,
happens when we're on the phone. We never
"Yeah,
get
no,
off the
sorry."
phone.
But just very quickly, very quickly, I said, "Oh, all right, Dad. Okay, well, you take care." And he said, "Well, what else am I going to do?" And I said, "Oh, well, drive carefully." And he was like, "What else am I going to do? Drive dangerously."
That's I
I'm
was
like,
at
"I'm trying to be nice here."
a dinner
Go on, drive
party.
dangerously then. See what happens then.
I was at a dinner party and I was just not drinking, so feeling particularly angry and obnoxious and not. And someone said to me, "Oh my God, Jenny, you're never going to guess what happened." And I was like, "Well, there's absolutely no point playing this game then, is there, if I'm not going to guess it?" And it, and I just saw my friend's face just fall. I was like, "Oh, I really shat on their story, didn't I?" "Oh no, now tell me." And he's like, "I don't tell you now." I'm like, "Oh, oops."
You miserable cow.
I was right. I'm there what's annoyed them this week. But I was just like, well, I really can't be asked. I play this guessing game. It's a fucking pointless way to start a conversation, isn't it? You're never gonna guess what happened. Well, what's the point in me trying? If I'm never gonna guess it. Yeah. So anyway, Simon, take care. Drive
You
carefully.
take care. Drive
You
dangerously.
we should just change it. Go get fucking shit faced, have some fun, go drive a car. No, don't drive a car. Oh God, people will hear this. No,
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 no, no, don't. Jesus, no, don't.
stay safe.
Yeah. Dad would definitely be like, well, what else am I going to do?
Have you ever tried to just say to your dad, just shut up and ride?
Yeah, Dad, shut up and ride.
Right. Love you. Love you
Love
all.
you too.
Thanks for
Bye.
listening. Bye.